Wait, Reverend Jennings. He's just gone into the Pendlehaven Woods. You don't think that's where this creature came from, do you?
I don't know, sir. I mean, it's possible if it's the kind of place something like that might be holed up, I suppose.
Oh God, he's in grave danger. Oh, if only I could walk that far.
So, yes, Miss Radcliffe.
So I've rushed into the servants' corridor.
Yes.
Miss Elizabeth, what on earth are you doing? Everybody's at breakfast.
I, that's. I was chatting to what's your name again? What's your name again? And he kind of turned around and looks a bit embarrassed. Henry, ma'am. Henry, Miss Northlake. Yes, Henry. I was just chatting to Henry about. Did you hear? Father says we had a burglar.
Yes, unfortunately, I more than heard, I'm afraid.
First the corridor, now this.
It's certainly peculiar. But for now, let's get you to breakfast.
Oh,
People have noticed your absence.
I was just chatting to Henry, Miss Henry.
And did you learn anything?
I'm not hungry anyway, Jane. I don't know. Well, come and have a look.
Did you learn anything from Henry? I said, sort of. I'll go and have a look with her while I'm talking.
Okay. Okay. So this guy is clearly uncomfortable about you both being there, particularly Miss Northlake. Sorry, Miss.
Don't worry about Miss Elizabeth. It's under control. It's often best to indulge her rather than turn her away.
And it probably looks even more embarrassing. It clearly doesn't know what to say. Kind of like, yes, is this? Can I help you? Is there anything I can do? Are you here to inspect the work?
No, not at all. Don't worry. I believe I'll leave that to Sir Northlake. I was wondering though. Forgive me, but the intruder, whoever they were, happened to stop outside my door last night. I fear it's shaken me quite a bit. I was wondering whether you could tell me anything about what happened. What how did they get in?
I'm not so sure, Miss. I'm a bit. Well, it's a bit queer, really, Miss. I mean, it kind of look here. It points to some these lines of parallel score marks in the wood of on both like the door and the surrounding frame. I don't know. It's a little odd. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. There's I don't know. It looks more like claw marks to me, Miss, rather than. But ignore me. I don't. I speak out of turn, Miss. You can make a psychology roll if you.
Okay.
You can. I mean, you've got a decent. You can, if you give some reason, you can push it if you wish. You can give some reasoning behind that.
Trying to think of a good reason to to push it. I suppose would sheer just determination to find out what happened after the after everything from last night.
Okay, yeah, why not? I would say then, if you fail, you let something, that facade, slip a little bit. If you fail.
Okay.
You're just doing a roll of, come on, tell me. Please.
Yes.
And shake it. Uh-oh. You could spend it.
I'm going to spend a luck point.
Unfortunately,
Can I? No, I can't on a push, can I?
you cannot. You cannot. Cannot. It is close. So I am going to be kind. I'm going to give you something, but yeah, your act slips a little bit, and your carefully measured accent falls away just for a moment, and long enough that the craftsman, the workman, doesn't really notice, but Miss Elizabeth kind of looks at you. This kind of like surprised, puzzled look. And anyway, so this guy, this Henry, this guy's good. Well, Miss. The odd thing, this door was forced open from the inside, and I found no sign of any forced entry into the house.
From inside?
Yes, miss. This door was forced open from inside. No, and there's no. I can't explain it, miss. I can't find any sign anywhere around the house that someone has broken in. But someone broke out this way, not in.
Interesting. Thank you for your time. I think we ought to be going now, right, Elizabeth?
Okay, so Elizabeth's looking at you like a frowning. Yes. Yes, Miss Radcliffe. Yes, we should. And she kind of walks along the side of you, looking like glancing ahead, glancing up at you. Says, that accent of yours, Miss Radcliffe, it seemed a little different for a moment.
Apologies. Some of the staff that I grew up alongside, their accent sometimes slips into my own. Spending too many years, a bit unruly like yourself, spending a little bit too much time amongst the staff. It rubs off sometimes.
Okay, you can make a fast talk roll, I think.
Oh.
Oh. And she kind of like, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Mother constantly warning me about picking things up from the servants.
Yes,
And
we
she seems-
mustn't forget ourselves.
And she quickly forgets about it and follows you through to the dining room. So, the Wentworth sisters. You've taken take your carriage along with Harriet down into Tarryford itself. The carriage, you disembark from the carriage at the centre of town, just outside the Four Feathers, and make your way to Fortham's Drapers. It's the largest, not the only, but the largest fabric shop in Tarryford that Offers everything a lady might wish for when shopping for material. Most women, of course, buy fabric themselves before engaging a dressmaker. And Miss Forson's offers enough variety of material to suit both day wear and evening wear, as well as an array of ribbons and lace. And this shop has become quite a common place for ladies coming into town, and many visit just to see who they might bump into on occasion, with no intention of buying anything at all. So it is run by quite a steely-faced, prim, proper woman by the name of Mrs. Millicent Fortham, who is she's a dressmaker by trade, though she is not very well accomplished. Whereas her daughter, Miss Harriet Fortham, who is well known as a lost cause, a spinster of the ripe old age of 32. She is a talent. She has a special talent with dressmaking, and people come from near and far for the dresses that she makes.
I'm best at spelling Thortham in the notes.
It's Fortham.
Oh.
F-O-R.
Fortham.
Thortham.
Okay.
I put Thor like THR. Before we left as well, was there a time on the letter from?
It is a evening appointment for. Yeah, it's an evening appointment. This is. So we need to go to. So that's Millicent.
We cannot miss that. I don't care what horrors we are facing. If we're face to face or something, I am still going.
If our friends getting ripped to shreds by wolves, we're leaving.
I'm so sorry. I have this appointment, you know?
Sorry, I've got to go.
Is this how you beat Cthulhu? Confuse him. It's like, I'm so sorry. You can kill me later. I must go see my boyfriend.
Yeah, can we reschedule?
And this is her daughter Harriet.
Oh gosh, since there's two Harriets, what was the Harriet that's marrying the Viscount's son?
Harriet Palmer.
Palmer. Okay.
Palmer, for the moment at least.
And then it'll be Huxley.
Yep. Okay, so there are probably as you enter the shop, and Harriet surges ahead, straight in, pushing past a number of the other women that are in the store, busy and about, stood around gossiping. She surges forward and straight towards Mrs. Fortham, and begins showing her, introduces herself and begins showing her. She's clearly been expecting her. Leaving the two of you stood to one side, and there's a group of local women stood talking. They maybe glance over every now and then, and a nod acknowledging your presence.
I think we should do what women do best and browse while also listening for gossip.
Yeah. Being suspiciously quiet.
Just be like, silk.
Such lovely lace. So have we been given any money for from our parents?
What do you mean? The gentry don't use money. The gentry have credit.
They're constantly in debt. They
They run up credit, and in theory they pay off their credit on occasion, but yeah. So you've probably heard rumours that Mrs. Thortham is in contention with with one or two people who have been delayed in settling their credit.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that would not
As,
do.
as to exactly who those people are, you don't know, as it would be entirely improper to mention those names in public.
So is this the fabric shop or is this the dressmaking shop?
It is both.
Okay, cool.
It is a fabric shop, but Mrs. Thorsen's daughter Harriet is a highly skilled dressmaker, which is what she brings in most of the trade. Like I say, people come from near and far for the dresses that Harriet Thornton makes. She's an incredibly talented dressmaker, to the point that there are lots of gossip about Harriet. She's single. She's age 32. But her mother jealously guards her. Whereas most mothers would be looking to marry and help find a suitable husband. Harriet's mother seems to be, at least the gossip suggests that she does the opposite, jealously guarding her daughter's talents.
Mhm. Are there any pre-made dresses?
There are
Or
pre-made
is it
dresses
all?
as well. Yes,
Oh.
of course there is, yeah.
Can I try and find one for Emma for this evening?
Yes, of course. Why not? You can give us a fashion roll. See if you can pick one out that would be suitable.
I'm gonna find you something real ugly.
No, I'm giving you all my luck.
I'm not spending 10 luck on that.
Yeah,
I can
so
disagree with the choice.
yeah, so Georgiana, probably doesn't really kind of like ponder for very long. She just walks over to the nearest thing and just grabs it.
Pastels.
Oh, buttercup yellow, the color of last season's sister.
Do you not want? I suppose you don't want to give that impression on the first visit, maybe.
No, the style is nearly there. Perhaps this one instead. And I start perusing the racks.
Okay, give us
Literally
a fashion roll then for Emma. See if she can pick
Holly.
something.
How
Oh,
could you?
yeah.
Gucci.
Yes.
Okay, so you pick out the most exquisite evening dress. So much so it takes pride of place in the window. It's on on a dress mannequin, and it's so attention grabbing that the rest of the other women in the shop instantly pass comment on how beautiful you would look in it and how amazing it is. And there's comments of people they start to ask if you'll be wearing this for Mr. Potterton.
I think I might well be. It would be a shame not to wear such a beautiful gown.
Okay, so give us an etiquette roll then.
Is it improper to say where have you heard that? Like, do people question gossip or just assume that it?
Well, people gossip all the time.
It's going so well.
Oh my god!
Okay. So Georgiana, you kind of like step back, or maybe like pushed, not literally, not physically, but pushed aside as Emma just falls into this conversation like with a raptured or captured audience. They're all all like talking amongst themselves, like talking to her about the Pottertons and about George Potterton, about the dress, and as if they're all, you know, as if they were all best friends, totally, completely ignoring you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to very bitterly mutter under my breath and say, I think it's got too many buttons. And I'm just going to flick through fabrics and pretend I'm not interested, but I'm insanely jealous.
But so while you know, maybe your attention, you know, is focused elsewhere, you can make a list. Well, there are other people, you know, there are other groups of women in the shop, so maybe you can make a list and see if you catch, or maybe not.
No, Georgiana, no.
I just want to be like.
Okay. So yeah, you don't, maybe you're that you're so annoyed that you're deaf to all the gossip that's going, scandalous gossip, some of it going on around you. You kind of looking through, you know, you're absent-mindedly going through all these fabrics and looking at things, pulling out rolls of ribbon and buttons and sequins, till you stumble upon young Clara Potterton, who is sat kind of almost like she's hiding in a corner. She's got a glasses kind of push up. She's constantly pushing her glasses up over the bridge of her nose, she's head is buried in a book on a treatise on natural science, of British ecology.
Hello, nerd.
I was thinking time to start the lesbian relationship.
Wait, how old is she?
So Clara Potterton is she's 20.
Oh, okay.
I'm 22. As in, I'm 20 as well. Not 22. I'm gonna kind of shuffle casually and then say, if I recognize the book, can I be like, oh, is that? And then name the book.
Give us a education roll, or you could give us a natural world or natural philosophy roll.
Can I just do an education one?
You can do an education one, of course you can. There you go. A hard
I
success.
may not know fashion.
So yeah, not only do you name the book, you name the author as well. And Clara kind of looks up, takes her glasses off, and kind of smiles and begins chewing the arm of the glasses nervously. A reverend, what are you doing? So you're walking through. You take a path that leads you through the woods.
Yes.
Try and get rid of them.
I like the new fancy extension of moving pictures.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
I've had it for a while. I'm totally forgot about it until Brian mentioned it. Okay. It's better if you got like the characters are cut out. Right. So yes. So Reverend, you take a footpath, maybe about here, sort of into Pendle Haven Woods, maybe about halfway through the woods.
Okay.
Give me a spot hidden.
A sporting roll. Let's see. Let's hope there's not a bad, mean wolf in the forest. Let's see. Spot hidden. Oh boy.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
How was that a fumble at 96?
Because if your skill is 50 or less, then you fumble on a 96 upwards. If your skill is above 50, then you only fumble on 100.
I'm gonna probably break my ankle and be lost in the forest.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so you wander. Well, tell us where you're wandering in the woods. You've probably been in these woods many times before.
Yeah. So I wandered the woods and I tried to remember where I saw like maybe a hut where the old Meg would be, because maybe I know where old Meg is in the forest. And I tried
Oh
to...
yeah, I'll show you where. There you go. That's her place there.
Yeah. So I try to like go through like one of these small forest trails just to get some nice inspiration, fresh air before I go to Meg's cottage, and then I try to make my way to Meg's cottage after a half-hour walk on my own.
Okay, so you excuse me. So you have a walk. You have maybe a half an hour's brisk walk through the through Pendleham Woods. I mean, you've been here many times before. There's numerous paths and trails that wind through the woods, and sometimes you follow them. Often you break off the well-worn tracks and walk just strike out through the woods. And perhaps on this occasion, this is one of those occasions where you strike out into the woods, away off the paths. You're taking in, it's a beautiful day, beautiful surroundings. And then before you don't notice it until it's almost you're almost on top of it. You almost walk into it. This what you take to be a den constructed by some of the local children. This kind of hodgepodge of like of twigs and branches and leaves and things. But upon closer inspection, it's well, give the natural world roll.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah, so it's like I say, it's this weird sort of mess pile of branches and leaves and twigs, and almost looked like a nest. Oh, but it's probably it's most probably you kind of like disregard that. I mean, that's it clearly must be an abandoned construction by some of the local children.
Hmm.
You can make a luck roll at this point.
Oh boy. Let's see. Here. Oh no. That wasn't it.
Okay, so like I say, you kind of almost on top of this before you notice it. Maybe maybe you like reading from the Bible, or maybe taking in surroundings, and you just when you look up, you see this thing. You're just a few feet away from it, maybe 10 feet away from it, and you stood there puddling over what trying to figure out what this is, and like it's just kids. And then you hear this low sort of guttural growl coming from beneath this pile of twigs and branches and leaves.
Okay, if this doesn't sound like a child, I think maybe
It is not a child. It is some kind of animal.
Yeah. Okay, I take some few steps backwards, stealthily as possible from the pile.
Okay. Give me a. Let's see, what would be? Give me a power roll, I think.
A power roll. Okay, let's see. Oh,
yes.
yes.
Okay, so you kind of back away. I mean, like I say, it's low, guttural growling, rattling. You can hear it's kind of rattling in the throat of whatever this animal is. Maybe some like big dog or something. And kind of like back away. Well, finally, you manage to get to such a distance that you can't. You put some some distance between you, a bit of undergrowth, bit of scrubs, some trees. You can barely see this this nest or whatever you want to call it, this den, and the growling kind of subsides. But you have this unmistakable feeling that whatever this is watching you.
Okay. Well, let's not poke the wolf's nest, shall we? Let's go the other way, God. Yes, of course. Yes, so this way. Yes, this would be a much more better way. Yes. Oof.
Don't worry, it's just old Meg
Just all-
taking a nap.
Okay.
I too grasp people when they wake me from naps.
Okay, so you turn and you maybe back off for a little bit, and then eventually
Yeah.
turn and perhaps walking faster than you normally do.
Yeah, I do like
till
a
you
sprint walking now, like sprint walking.
till you eventually stumble back onto one of the main paths and head towards old Meg's cottage.
All right,
If that is still your intention.
that's my intention. Yes.
Okay. Radio. So, Mr. Bennett,
Yes.
what are your intentions? What do you intend to do now?
I mean, he is worried about the Reverend in the large open area of land that the wolf probably came from, assuming it's a wolf. But he's also incredibly lazy, so what will he do? I suppose he's gonna go inside, check on Mumsy, give her a heads up about the sheep, and then probably grab a few supplies in a backpack and head out towards the direction of Pendlehaven Woods to see how far he gets before he gets bored.
Okay. Still, I mean, it's quite a walk, I suppose, from the Bennett estate is here, isn't it? Or is it
He'll
about?
probably change into like some more walking boot-esque footwear as well. Leave his nice clicky shoes behind.
Okay. What will change into what he thinks is appropriate walking attire?
Which is entirely too much. Very flamboyant, lots of ruffles. It's like, I look fabulous. Ready for my walk.
And will you be following, going by road, or will you be just striking out straight across the land?
Probably by road.
Okay.
He doesn't want to step in any animal droppings, shall we say.
Okay, so it's going to be it's to get to the road to get to this road. That's going to be it's going to be a good mile or more along these like dirt roads. Because don't forget, none of these roads are paved. Definitely not
roads.
paved as well. Pervy roads. Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe there's people. Maybe they get the
will
name from
be
people who hang out
happiest
on the
with it.
roads. Pervy roads. Who knows? Yes. But yeah, it's about a slow mile.
I think as he's going, he's probably jotting down ideas for future poems using the inspiration of the dead sheep. And he's also sort of writing down questions as he's going, like wolf question mark, dog question mark, large man who needs a nail cut question mark.
Okay, I think you can give us a poetry roll then while you're walking. Chuck you over here, see if you can come up with anything of merit.
What would that be?
That would be poetry. So you've got a skill in poetry. It's actually not that bad. Oh wow! It might be your best
Ooh.
work.
Oh my days.
It's Baba Black Sheep.
Baba, dead sheep.
You Baba
Have you
dead
any-
sheep, that's what I'm gonna say.
No, you're dead. Yeah.
Do you have wool? No, you've just got innards.
But yeah, this is your best, could be your best work yet.
Clearly, this is the route that he needs to go down. He's tried the emotional feelings thing. No, we're going for horror and gore.
Yeah. Taking a leaf out of Byron's book. What's it? I don't know, can't remember. By the by. So yeah, so you're walking along, writing in your book. This perhaps maybe delays you even more. So I think we shall instead return to Miss Radcliffe, I guess. So it's a little later in the morning. It's maybe coming up to about 11 o'clock. You've finished breakfast. Elizabeth is currently engaged with her embroidery lessons, and so you have the time to yourself.
I have a bit of a poke around from basically outside of my bedchamber and down towards the servants' corridor, trying to sort of where I'd assume the intruders left a path, see if I can see anything along the way.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, I guess give me a spot hidden roll, I guess. Oh.
It's my luck.
Wow, it is lucky that I mean that could have been that one off being a fumble. Luckily, you've got 1 point over 50, so it's not a fumble.
Oh, dear.
So whether it's the case that the servants have obviously the servants will have been about cleaning the house this morning, probably long before you got up. So whether it's that or just lack of evidence or you just don't know what you're looking for. You see, this whoever or whatever this was seems to have left no trace at all, and you find tracking back and forth through the house, you eventually find yourself at the two doors in the small parlor. The left hand door to the long corridor, the right hand door to the servants' corridor.
If the workmen are in the servants' corridor, is there anybody in the long corridor?
So opening that up, no, it is nobody there.
Let's go and have a peek. Particularly have a look at the chalk lines and see. Obviously, I don't know where the yardstick is anymore, but if the chalk lines aren't moving, I should be able to tell how much it's grown since the last time I looked.
Okay, so so is that the first thing you're gonna do? From go through the door and then just start pacing it out, measuring it out?
Unless there's anything immediately obvious in there that jumps to attention.
Okay, so you carefully pace out the corridor, measuring it again, pacing up down the corridor, and although it's still the length is still longer than the servants' corridor. It doesn't seem to have increased in length anymore. It doesn't seem to have got any longer.
Oh.
But when you get towards the far end, something sets the hackles up on you on the back of your neck, and it's almost there's like this this smell, just like a brief hint of this smell, a kind of like dry, dusty smell, and like a sense of that kind of atmosphere of when there's an impending storm. Just for a moment, it's just there. You're not here, and then it's gone on, and you're not even sure if you imagined it or if it was there at all. And you can give me a spot hidden roll.
That went so well last time. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to spend 2 luck points. Yeah. I can't keep doing this. Is it 2 or 3 I'd need to spend?
So if you click on the little spider thing, it will expand. You might have to scroll the window down, and there'll be some buttons there that tell you how much. So you can spend 2 luck to turn it into a pass, which is sufficient.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, you turn around and look, and and you walk back a few paces, and then walk back, and again, you get that same just for an instant. There's that smell, that like dustiness, like in that like ozone, and just that staticky feeling in the air. And then you notice something on the wall, on the right hand wall, between the last two candle sconces on the wall. You notice, like, almost just for an instant, almost like a flicker of light, like a light reflecting on part of the wall. And as you kind of step back, and as you step back, your jaw drops as a section of the wall, maybe about 4 feet high, in the middle, kind of halfway up the wall. So it's in the middle of the wall, so about 4 feet high and about 4 feet wide. When you stand in a certain way and look sideways on the wall, it's almost like this vertical Venetian blind in the wall, and you can see these chinks of light, like 4 or 5, 6 parallel lines, almost like a Venetian blind is just open just a tiny little bit, allowing, so when you stand at a certain angle, you can just see behind it. And you can make a sanity roll of that.
I give up.
Okay, so you lose 1 point of sanity. Just the impossibility of this. It's just, but it's, you step back, just a few inches to one side, and it's gone. And then you step back, and then you can see these slight chink. There's like, as if part of the wall, like I said, as if part of the wall was like a Venetian, the slats in a vertical Venetian blind. There's like ever so slightly open, but it's only when you stand at a certain angle you can see through behind these slats, and then you can't move away again, and the wall there's nothing there. The wall's totally flat, nothing there at all. You run your hands across it, and you can't. There's nothing there. When you step back, you can see through, and you can see there's something, a space behind it, through these gaps, these tiny slivers of a gap through which this kind of flickering light is coming from.
Feel like I don't want. I mean, I can touch it and it feels like a normal wall as well.
When you when you touch it, when you're looking at this angle, your fingers go through this gap.
Oh. Hmm.
Throw something through it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have I got anything on me?
Oh well, you tell me. I mean, you could have.
I suppose I don't know what sort of things people carry on them. Probably not much, really.
You got your grappling hook.
Yeah, throwing knives.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you have a. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's maybe a pen or a quill pen or maybe maybe a piece of paper or any kind of
Earring or a ring or like a
something.
pocket
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you can maybe something to hand, or maybe there's just a discarded something discarded in the corridor that you can use. Maybe a piece of chalk or a bit of string from when they were measuring the corridors before, or maybe even one of the yardsticks.
It's let's say that. I mean, if there's a yardstick around, that'd probably be helpful because they're quite long.
Yeah.
And so I can sort of reach through from the right angle and try and, if it's like a blind, almost try and like knock it a bit.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't move. You try, you kind of stick this in, and it goes through. You can like push. There's no resistance. You can push it all the way through if you wanted to, but you trying to like kind of push against it. It will not move. You can't force it open any more than it is. If this thing is open.
Mm.
But there is, as you get closer, you can see there is something beyond this, and you can, if you get close enough, you could look through to see what's on the other side.
Yeah, that would be my next move. I'm gonna lose all my sanity, aren't I? Come back to me in the corner in the corridor like this. The walls, they move.
Okay,
Yeah,
is that
I'll
what
look
you're gonna?
through. Yeah,
Okay,
go on.
okay, okay. So peering through this gap, and like I said, it's a little more than like maybe not even an inch. But when you get kind of press your face up against the wall and look, you can see through, and what you see is not what you expect. Maybe you thought it was some kind of like you thought you were going to look through into the servants corridor, which it isn't. But what you see is not remotely what you expected. But beyond, through these narrow slats, these narrow vertical slats, you can see this vista that stretches out beyond to a distant horizon. This bleak, unfriendly place. A grey, dusty plateau surrounded by rocks and chasms as far as you can see. Grey clouds full of electrical storms hang low on the horizon, and lightning constantly flashes across this midnight sky. And for looking into this dark realm for the first time, you can make another sanity roll.
Oh no.
I mean, are we surprised?
Okay. You lose nothing, surprisingly.
Seeing a
Still too
void.
focused on the fact that there's a hole in the wall to be bothered about the fact there's another dimension behind it. Like, but how is the wall there?
So what do you want to do?
I think the smart thing to do is going to be to
Go back to
back
Dorset.
away from that. Back away from that slowly. I think if I can run off somewhere to find somewhere to, like, if I've got maybe like a diary or a journal in my bedchamber.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Let's go and write some of that down, and work out how on earth I'm going to gather the others, because I am not dealing with this alone.
Okay. Okay. Okay then. So who wants to go apart from Miss Radcliffe? Who wants to go next? No volunteers. Okay. So I guess we'll go back to the Wentworth sisters. So by this time it is just after midday. Harriet has completed her initial discussion with Mrs. Thornton, and arranged for a series of gowns and dresses for every occasion, no expenses spared. And so you now find yourself in one of the in like kind of a quiet, respectable tea room in the centre of Tarryford, where Harriet is perhaps getting as good friend as she is, perhaps getting a little tiresome as a conversation becomes somewhat predictable. But she also tells you that that she will be, now she's concluded this meeting with Mrs. Thornton, that she will be returning to Bath this afternoon.
Well, we had left. Could I have spoken to Clara and tried to like?
You can indeed. We
get
can go back to your meeting with Clara. Of course we can. Maybe that is what you're thinking on now, as Harriet just like words just kind of like wash over you.
So I'm gonna try and talk to Clara about books, and then kind of turn the situation to talk about how we're going to visit the Pottertons later today, and see if I can gauge George's opinion on Emma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
His sister knows.
Sneaky sister.
oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh. So so pick a subject that you're going to talk about. So when you're doing something like this, you can use one of your skills and use it in a broader sense than it's actually meant for. So for instance, if you had riding, which you don't, you could use that as a basis for like talking about anything related to the subject of riding. So it could be, talking about horses, breeding horses, or whatever.
Talk about history.
History. What specific part of history are you talking?
Kind of like antique. I don't want to do antique. Can I talk about antiques without being like a praise? Can I talk about like the culture behind them rather than the price behind them?
Yeah, of course you can. Oh yeah, you can do that with history, yeah.
And then they'll
So give us a
ask if she
history
has
roll.
anything at her house.
Give us the history roll, man. Okay, very good. Right. So yeah, you managed to engage Clara Potterson's interest, to the point that she forgets about her book and puts it down. Yeah, and she happily engages with you on this topic. And yeah, you maybe I don't know, have you had any interactions with Clara before, or?
I don't think so, as we've only met George Potterton at the ball. I don't know. Would they attend other people's balls often?
Well, yeah, most of families will attend different social gatherings and things. I mean, the Northlakes one is the biggest one, so maybe the other ones that anything that other families hold aren't quite as big, so maybe not everybody, not everybody's invited. Certainly the Northlakes is the only, possibly one of the only families that has an actual ballroom.
Okay. I probably have only spoken to her briefly, like in passing, but I probably would have let her read because I would assume it was fine for me to read because she was also reading. So I let her read in peace, so excuse me.
Okay, so yeah, you're pleasantly surprised to find somewhat of a kindred spirit. So she talks in length about how she discovered books at a young age in the family's library at Tollingate, and as a result, it is quite apparent that she's clearly well educated on a number of subjects, perhaps even surpassing your own knowledge in certain areas. And she expresses a similar frustration as yourself that as a woman, she is not allowed to go to university. And how frustrating it is that she is expected to find a husband, not only find a husband, but to defer to a man. And thus far, she has, like yourself, she has refused to entertain the idea of marriage, despite her older sister's best efforts to find her a fiance.
The great segue into George.
Yeah. So give us a well, no. In fact, you got yeah. Well, yeah. So what do you want to ask about George?
Basically, want to say that Emma's looking to. Does she court him? Can I say that? Or would he court her?
He would be the other way. The man always takes the lead.
Okay, I would say it seems Mr. Potterton has caught. No. Emma has caught the eye of Mr. Pottington, and it would be interesting to see how that engagement goes. What are your thoughts? I guess I would ask.
Okay. So she says that she tells you that once since her mother passed away, her older sister Marianne and George found themselves as acting parents to both Clara and her other and the other younger siblings, despite the fact that the father is still alive. He is since his wife's death, he has been somewhat lost at sea, confused, and clearly relied on his wife for almost everything. And now is completely at a loss on how to deal with his life, never mind his children. So it's fallen to Marianne and George, who have taken on the roles of mother and father to the rest of their brothers and sisters. But she tells you that George really kind of struggles with this with the idea, and the younger brothers and sisters constantly poke fun at George, and so he is keen to find a way out of this situation, and that way out is by taking a wife.
Okay.
You can make a charm roll if you want to learn anything more.
I would like to give it a go. I'm not very good at charm. I'm bad at charm.
Oh God, yes you. But yeah, she refrains from saying any more than that.
Okay. With my bad charm, I've probably mentioned. Does he like ladies into shooting?
And that's probably the point where she kind of clams up at that point.
And I'll try and play it off like, oh yes, it's good because Emma does not do that sort of thing.
I would never, never.
Okay. So that's how that conversation went. And then you went your separate ways. You went, like I say, you went and took tea or took lunch or whatever you want to call it with Harriet until for maybe an hour or so until she says a farewell and she departs. A family carriage waiting to take her away. Leaving you, the pair of you, in the centre of Tarryford.
I will check the nearest clock.
Yes.
So it is, I would say, it is probably 20 to 2 in the afternoon. So mid-afternoon, early to mid-afternoon. Maybe you become a little bit distracted, stood outside the blacksmith's, drawn over there by a small collection of young ladies who who habitually stand outside the blacksmith's watching the Johnson brothers perform in their daily work in the smithery, in the foundry, forge.
All there to ogle the muscles.
And particularly the elder of these two brothers, he clearly revels in this and makes a point of playing to the ladies. This is Martin.
Dab his head.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. They're shirtless. The pair of them are shirtless, and you know where like the trousers they wear are cut off and just held up by a piece of rope. And so they're busy working in the forge, repairing the cart wheels, forging shoe horses and other implements. So the elder Martin, he kind of revels in this, literally like playing to ladies, whereas the younger one, he seems far more reserved, almost embarrassed by the and disapproving of the attention that his elder brother is cultivating.
Scandalo.
Fans out.
It's suddenly really quite hot in this street.
It must be. He's taking his shirt off.
Yes, of course, that's the only reason.
Okay, so we shall leave you fanning yourselves in the street outside the blacksmith.
We're having a great time. I don't know what's going on with you guys. This is great.
Everyone's dealing with danger. We're just shopping, eating cake, watching dudes
Yeah.
cut to death.
So, Reverend, you find your way back on the paths, and eventually it leads you to Old Meg's cottage. This squat little cottage with this thatched roof and smoke puthering from a chimney.
Okay.
Out front is a well tended and extensive herb garden, and hanging on the porch are numerous herbs hanging out to dry.
Okay.
And the smells here, and this that you know this, even though you're new to Tarryford, you already know that this woman has a reputation of being the cunning, what some folk would refer to as a cunning woman. The less tactful ones would perhaps even dare to call her a witch.
Okay. So yeah, when I begin to remember people maybe call her very cunning witch-ish, I go nervously to the door, like looking at the herb garden and towards the house, and just do the cross sign on me and go to the door and knock.
Okay. So you knock on the door, and eventually it is opened by a very old woman, really old, bent, almost double, dressed in tattered clothes that that have been clearly been stitched back together many, time and time again. This is old Meg.
Oh, greetings. You must be Miss Cofferington, yes?
You know who I am. What do you want, Vicar?
Oh, well, no need to represent myself. Do you have time? I wish to have a
Time?
talk.
Time for what?
I used to
What
have
is
some
it you
few.
want?
I used to
I've
have
no
some
money if you're after donations.
No, I'm not after donations, Miss Cofferington. No, I just have some few questions. If you know about
Cofferington.
Cofferington, I'm sorry. May I come in?
No.
All right, we can talk out here, I guess. Yes. I just have some few questions. I heard you may know things that others don't.
What you take me for? An idiot or something? Of course I know things. Well, you know things, don't you?
Yes, I know things. Well, things that I don't know about, maybe. So, but is there like a bench there where I can sit down or anything?
There's probably a chair on the porch.
Can we sit down at least on the porch? I've been walking along.
And again, make me a charm roll.
Let's see, charm. Oh boy, not so good in that. Let's say.
Is she related to, is it Joseph that works for me?
No, that's Cuthbertson. This is
Okay.
Cofferington.
Confusing.
Yep.
I failed my charm.
There are quite a few confusing names. Okay, so as you go to like sit on the bench on the porch. What do you think you're doing? Your hands in there.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, miss. But yeah,
Taking bloody liberties like the rest of them. Who do you think you are? Just because you wear that collar, you got no right to be around here.
Well, I of course no, but I wish. I will just get it straight to the point then, if you don't have much time, miss. Have you heard about any strange traditions that has been going in Tarryford for many, many years?
And scowls. What are you talking about? What do you mean, strange traditions?
No, is some maybe, let's say, some strange, like I think it was from the 1300s, something.
How do you think I am?
I don't know. I just came with someone recommended me to ask you this question. All right. If you don't know anything about that, Miss, have you heard anything about a black altar in Tarryford?
No. If you come round here with all these rumors, listening to rumors of me about me being some kind of witch or something, accusing me of witchcraft.
No, we haven't done witch hunting in years, so there's no witches, Miss Coffington.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about black altars. Who do you think I am?
I know you're Miss Coffington. That someone may heard you may know something strange of it.
The only thing I know is my herbs. I make some poultices for folk that want some. That's it.
And that's it. I see. Well, if you do not know anything about any old traditions that most folk have forgotten about, or anything about black altars, then I feel like there's no more business for me. Then I'm sorry for taking your time today, Miss Coffington.
Glares at you.
Like if you just glare, maybe just make my bow with my head and slowly goes ahead, and I look to her. Oh, be careful! There is a wolf in the forest these days. Be careful about that.
Kind of nods after you, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he goes away and
And then she goes and she turns, she watches you walk off, and then when she's sure that you're walking away, she turns and she walks back into the cottage. I would say perhaps that as you're walking down away from the cottage, you see a very flushed and a muddy, troubled Mr. Bennet stumbling along the road.
Mr. Bennet, what on earth are you doing? Why are you all mad and all that?
You really have the cheek to ask me that when I've come to save you.
Save me? From what?
The wolf?
Oh, I saw the wolf.
What do you mean you saw the wolf?
Well, I mean, I saw his nest and where he was sleeping.
Wolves don't have nests, they're not birds.
A nest on the ground, like pile of leaves and branches.
That's a very stupid bird then, isn't it? Building a nest on the ground. Anyway, I came to save you because the wolf has been eating sheep.
Oh,
And I thought you, with your curly hair, they might get confused. You and a sheep.
Look, I am safe and sound, Mr. Bennet. I really appreciate for you thinking about me. But yeah, the wolf did not attack me. It was just graveling when I was nearby, and he left me alone, leaving it.
So I just wasted my energy and ruined my boots for nothing.
But how can I know you were trying to save me from nothing, Mr. Bennet?
It wasn't nothing, it was a wolf or a dog. Or perhaps some sort of human who needs to cut the nails. I'm not sure, but something's been killing sheep. And I thought if it was going to come from anywhere, it would be, the woods.
Well, if you need, do you have weapons on you?
I have what, sorry?
Do you have weapons on you?
Weapons?
Weapons, yes. Musket, knife, dagger, sword.
The pen is mightier than the sword. And I have...
Oh, gracious Lord.
The greatest weapon of all, the mind.
Yes, of course, of course. Well, if you don't have the weapon, I don't recommend you to search for the wolf. I know where it is, but we should not go back there unless you are armed or have at least hunters with you.
Well, I bet we don't have to be so hasty. I mean, I'll certainly give it a 1-2, but we don't have to.
But it looks like you were eager since you were coming here to save me from the wolf.
Clearly there's no danger, as you have so said. I'm sure we could leave it to the old farm hands. We'll just give him a little tip-off and say, oh, look, there's our little friend.
Yes, well, if you need to know where it is, I know some sort of where it is in the forest. If you need me to guide.
Right. Lead the way. I'll just stay behind you there, old chum.
I'm just looking at
keeping
you.
an eye
Are
on
you
the
sure
rear.
it's in good state, Mr. Bennet? You look very exhausted.
I'll be fine. I'm a fit, young. Maybe just give me a minute.
All right. Let's give you a minute, and I will show video away. But let's yeah. And
Okay.
don't even go to old Meg. She is nasty, like people have said about her. Nasty woman.
You spoke to old Meg?
Yes, and she didn't know anything about traditions or black altars or anything in this region.
Or does she know anything about the wolf?
I warned about the wolf, but no reaction.
Well, I'm sure she'll be fine. She can probably,
Yes.
I don't know, throw a teapot at it or something. Whatever women do.
Yeah, whatever they doing these. Well, I guess we move on. Let's get to that wolf then from a distance. I don't want to go close to it like I accidentally
Yes,
did.
and I would quite like to warn the ladies as well. Not that they would be seen dead roaming in the woods, except maybe young Miss Wentworth. She seems that she would rather enjoy it. But still, I would like to warn them just in case they do come face to face with our little, No, vulpine's not the right word. Greatest weapon of all.
Yes, of course. The pen is marshes and the sword is, of course, and the mind is
See, you're
marshes.
getting it.
Of course, Mr. Bennett, of course. But I don't. But I think they should not be worried because they will never go into the woods. Those Mrs. I reckon. I don't think so. But if you want to go to the ladies first, we can do so.
Well, I'm sure we can go past this little nest that you found on the way and then make our way back to town. It is getting quite late in the day. I could perhaps do with a drink.
Yes, I agree. Let's.
Parched.
I will show you this before it gets late. Let's go. I would like to
Good
go back to the
idea.
surgeon and check on my scriptures before bed.
Right. Onward then, my fine man.
All right.
Okay, give Reverend, if you give us a spot hidden roll, see if you can find this place again.
Let's see. Did they get the fumble again? No. Ooh. No.
Okay, so you wander for half an hour, maybe an hour, back and forth through the woods, and you cannot find where this nest was. This like pile of sticks and twigs, branches and leaves.
Well, I dare say, Mr. Bennett, I may have lost the track of where this nest was. I can't find it.
You sure you didn't imagine it? It sounds like a
Imagine
strange
it.
nest on the floor. You sure you didn't get confused with a nest?
You
in
have heard
trees?
about bear dens and their nests, of course. Of course, wolves have nests or dens as well.
I would assume in perhaps like a cave structure. Maybe some nice lighting from above. Not a nest on the floor. That's silly.
Fine. We haven't found a nest for today.
Perhaps you've been having too much of the sacrificial wine.
I do not drink alcohol, Mr. Bennett.
Well, what do we drink at Sunday service, thanks? It doesn't taste like grape juice.
You're not meant to drink it.
Well, what's it for then? Bathing?
It was bless you by the Holy Father. Have you been drinking the holy water?
No, not the holy water, the wine.
No, the wine is not meant to be drank either.
Well, I've been drinking it.
Have you been? Is that why there are some wine bottles missed from the
Oh,
church?
would you look at the time? He looks at his blank wrist. Onwards, my fine man.
Okay, shall we say that you so the two of you then head into town with the view of getting of quenching your thirst, and it is at that point you encounter Miss Wentworth and Miss Wentworth
Talking of
loitering near the blacksmith in a most disrespectful way.
We weren't looking. I promise.
looking respectfully.
You've got a fan and everything.
I'm very, very tempted to give you a Bible verse here, you two ladies. You're not meant to gawk at other individuals, especially in that
We
manner.
weren't looking, but if you were, sir,
What are you
we probably
implying?
noticed.
What are you
Well,
implying?
God creates some creatures in his image for sure.
So
Don't give in to the sin of pleasure.
So at the appearance of the Reverend, the Johnson brothers, they kind of like retreat, maybe sheepishly retreat further, deeper inside the forge, the blacksmithery.
Ooh.
All the good ladies are you booing at me.
All the women are like,
Pick up
no.
coins off the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah,
Slowly
then
buttoning up.
the gaggle of ladies looked around, sees the Reverend, and kind of go, "Ooh," and they all kind of like disperse.
Very good, ladies. There's nothing to see here.
You
Nothing to
ruined
see.
their fun, Reverend. You always do this.
I am
Keep
just
the arms
guiding
down.
them. I'm the shepherd of God.
Well, if you're a shepherd, can you
always have
deal
this
with my
effect.
sheep problem?
Look, I try my best to show you where the wolf den is, but I've forgotten the way.
Convenient.
Wolf then.
Sheep.
There's a there's a wolf on the loose in the forest that has been killing some sheep apparently.
Yes, 3 of them.
Miss Wentworth,
Really
Miss
sounds-
Georgina Wentworth, you can make a natural world roll at that, I guess, or a
Ooh.
natural philosophy or something like that.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's wolf.
There's a wolf.
Yay.
Well,
Emma
yeah,
hasn't read
so
her wolf book.
we've had a bit of an issue with a wolf or a dog or some sort of creature killing sheep on the old estate. Nothing to worry about, but just, maybe stay clear of the woods just in case.
That's quite a distance from the estate. How has the wolf travelled that far for food?
4 legs, twice as fast. That works.
The reasoning behind it. Surely there's tons to hunt in the woods.
Maybe my sheep are just that good. It's not just sheep, it's M&S sheep. First state name, M&S.
I'm trying to think of what it would stand for, but I don't.
Marvelous
Please.
and
Too bad
suave.
we're going to go with it.
But yes, the old Reverend here has been to speak to old Meg, asking her about the black altars. Apparently she doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, she doesn't know anything about old traditions or a black altar in this region.
Well, that's a
she?
lie.
Lying. She won't lie to a reverend.
She doesn't know of any old traditions. She's an old woman. I'm not sure if anyone over the age of 40 would know something interesting.
Ancient women over 40. Practically dead.
In this age.
Yeah, that nasty old crone did not want to give and tell me anything, or she didn't know anything, at least according to her.
Is
Clearly
she
you
else to
didn't have
say?
the technique.
You can
Miss-
try your powers on her if you want to, Mr. Bennett, to see if you can woo her with information.
I've done far too much walking today. No, thank you.
No, Miss Radcliffe.
Yes.
What are
Opening the
you
wall.
doing? What are you doing? Where did we leave you? You were still in the corridor, were you, or were you well, you tell me.
I left to take notes. So
Oh, you did, yes. You left it. So yeah, you went to your room, didn't you? So it was kind of like right to take notes on your discoveries, and were you like planning on I think you said something about trying to figure a way of contacting the others.
yeah. I suppose because I don't know where everybody is.
No.
What time is it roughly?
The time, I would say, roughly is about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, the Tarryford, Upper Tarryford Church is here. The Astor House, where the Wentworth sisters live, is over here, and the Bennett estate is over here.
And
You
where
can, of
she's
course, engage, like many people. You can, of course, engage the services of the staff at Wentworth, or rather at Northlake Hall, to dispatch messages on your behalf, if you wish.
Yeah, I think if I could maybe write a couple of letters requesting that we all meet on the Northlake grounds.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, to be dispatched. Well, I mean, it's quite a small place, so they'll be able to deliver those quite quickly. They'll probably go, travel by horse, so it wouldn't take even if it's a single person, it wouldn't take them more than an hour to dispatch those notes across that area on horseback.
And then I will probably just make my way out to the grounds and not only do a bit of wandering, but also a bit of trying to clear my head and calm down from whatever I saw.
Okie doke. Okie dokie. Okay. So at this point, probably while you're out wandering the grounds, maybe as you the grounds initially the grounds at the front of the house, you observe Sir James Northlake leaving the house, and gets into a carriage and drives away in this carriage. You can give us a look roll.
Okey-dokey.
Maybe not. Okay.
Goodness sake.
Okay. So I think we'll have to leave it there.
I know nothing.
So meanwhile, the four of you are in the centre of Tarryford. After the Reverend has scared off the blacksmiths, and it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
What's classed as evening?
What's classed as evening? So it's September. So sunset. It'll get dark. Quickly Google it. I think.
Sunset in 1813.
Would be about
6 or 7?
Yeah, about 5-6 o'clock. About 5-6 o'clock.
It's getting close. Time to get ready.
You should go back and change into your new dress.
Yes, and
I-
we'll be prepared. Everything will be fine.
If I wear one of my regular dresses, then you will shine next to me.
Oh, but sister, you always compliment me so well.
It's really because she has no good dresses.
Spent all the money on books. Please, mother, I need this book for the library.
You should be buying dresses for men. No, I want to read. This one's got cool edges.
So this is Tollingate, where the Potterton.
Number 2.
Oh gosh, we're not too far from them, are we? We're far away from the ones we're. Yeah.
We can go back to ours, get changed, get the carriage, go to the Pottertons party. Was
Okay.
it invited?
Shall we say that you are all returning to your various places, your abodes, your homes?
Mhm.
Unless there is anything that you wish to do while you are still together in Tarryford?
Nothing for the Reverend, no.
I would suggest going back to the Northlakes to share the information that you gathered about the wolf, but I don't know that the wolf has been there. And also, we have an appointment to keep.
We'll probably go to the Northlakes to tell them of the gossip once I've seen Mr. Potterton anyway, so that's an excuse.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're heading home then? Okay, right then. So is that the case with Reverend Samuels and or Reverend Jennings rather, and Mr. Bennett?
Yeah, we'll go home and then we go by this road here by the forest. Just to maybe look into the forest while they go back home through Bungford.
Okay. And Mr. Bennett's going to his estate, I presume.
Mr. Bennett is letting the dog out for a wee.
Okay, so we'll assume. So Mr. Bennett is taking the dog. Taking the family dog. Okay, so you return home. Right. And just so you so the Wentworth says you return just in time to avoid the wrath of your parents, particularly your mother, as she's fretting that you're going to miss yet another chance to engage with Mr. Potterton. So she fusses round, you get ready, and you take the family carriage to the Pottertons. I would say probably so, but while you're getting ready, before you set off to the Pottertons, a servant from Northlake House arrives, probably while you're getting ready. So your mother excitedly brings in this handwritten letter from that she tells you is a register just been delivered from Northlake Hall. And around the same time, Reverend Jennings, well, not at the same time, but some Reverend Jennings, within maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes for each other, Reverend Jennings and Mr. Bennett, you all receive the same letter. So, Miss Radcliffe, what does this letter say?
Say this subtly.
Ah!
Yeah, help.
Freaky, freaky.
SOS.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
The wall is wobbly. Let's say there's been some important developments at the hall that require immediate attention. Please meet me in the grounds at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Give so Miss Radcliffe, give us a persuade roll.
Oh, that's not
See
gonna
how
go well,
much
is it?
see how much urgency there is. You may manage to.
None. No urgency whatsoever.
Oh,
You fancy it.
yeah. So
Fine,
yeah.
there's an
So
alternate dimension in my house, but don't worry about it.
yeah. So it is what it is. Yeah.
Not too much
Yeah.
trouble.
It's not going anywhere. It's been here this whole time. It'll be here tomorrow.
You all, check it out when you can.
Yeah. If you
I feel
fancy.
like the earliest convenience, which for the Wentworths is tomorrow.
Yeah, they're like, great, see you later.
Mildly concerned. Maybe we should check in at some point.
After the guys.
Okay. So, if you forgive me, I'm not unless you really insist. I wasn't intending on role playing out the evening at the Pottertons.
That's fine. I will fumble it. I would rather that.
For everyone's sake.
Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah. I rolled a
We don't
5
see
on my
sex
fashion.
in
That's all I need. Let's not talk anymore.
Can we do
So-
a couple of rolls to see how?
Yeah. So we it's not going to yeah. So to simulate that, we will make. Can you both make an etiquette roll? I will let you. So Emma, since I will let Emma make a charm roll first. If you get a success on the charm roll, then you can have a bonus on the etiquette roll. As Mr. Potterton, with your, you charm Mr. Potterton, and he maybe overlooks some of your potential faux pas.
Wink a bit
But-
and then mention guns.
Then what faux pas you're on about?
Oh,
Locks are so goosey there. Oh my
so bloody
days.
charming.
Anybody else watch that nearly turn to 85?
No.
So Emma, you can have a bonus dice on your. In fact, critical success. You can have 2 bonus dice.
Ooh, on etiquette, yes.
On your etiquette roll, yes. We probably need it on your etiquette roll, to be fair.
Yeah, my etiquette's not the best.
I have no confidence in the rolls.
I will say, if you fail it, you will. That's a one.
Oh,
Oh my word!
5 and a
Dave.
1?
A critical
God.
success. Wow. Okay.
So you basically
Let's
turn
roll on
up
one
and you
knee,
just
like,
say,
please.
So
turn the
so
door, like, hi. And he's like, marry me.
You like guns?
yeah. So yeah. Despite your being unable to resist to like fall into this conversation, into a inevitably fall into a conversation to expound your love of pistol shooting, Mr. Potton is completely enamored with you. But let's see what your sister gets up to.
I'm so sorry.
Good luck.
Oh,
Whatever.
no.
Good luck.
It physically can't be better.
Oh, no.
I want to push it, but I know that it will go worse.
How are you going to push it?
Sheer
Using,
determination.
can I just talk about something really fancy that I read in a book to make me sound smarter?
Oh, you can indeed. That will go down very well.
Oh boy.
Please, Georgina, I gotta pass something for the family.
Oh. I thought it was 99. Oh, no,
Okay. So meanwhile, Georgina ostracizes herself and the rest of the family as she expounds about on her knowledge of what subject are you talking about?
I feel like I'm talking about rifles.
Oh,
Rifles?
no.
Okay.
If I was talking about shooting, I'll be like, actually.
Okay. So yeah. So Georgina talks about rifles, Not only talking about rifles, but not only talking about the skill of rifle shooting, the history of them, the invention of the whole history of rifle, going back to the origins of gunpowder, and just making everybody else look completely ignorant and stupid.
Oh boy.
I see Emma talked about guns first and it went down really well, and I tried to emulate that.
But yeah, so clearly, so Georgina clearly expounds upon her knowledge. Just tells everybody about anything, the entire, like I said, the entire history of firearms.
A mansplain.
Yeah, just mansplaining it basically, and making all the men look stupid. To the point that I imagine Mrs. Wentworth possibly removes Georgiana from the Pattersons early, leaving her husband and Emma behind.
Just dragging you out by your ear.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh no.
The only person perhaps that does warm to you is Clara Potterson, which disgruntles your mother even more.
I'm making a spinster club.
But on the other hand, where at the end of the evening, when when Emma you're departing, you get into the carriage. Your father perhaps lingers at the door, speaking with John Potterton, George's father, and George. And when he returns to finally mounts the carriage, he informs you that George Potterton would like to offer. Is considering offering his a proposal of engagement.
Yay!
We nearly did it. We're nearly there. We can afford new books and a horse and a new carriage.
I'm gonna be shut in the dungeons.
Okay.
Hope, Georgiana, for at least one of us.
So yeah, it seems like there is potentially a wedding on the horizon. Should you, of course, accept Mr. Potterton's proposal, of which you have 2 weeks to before you have to confirm whether you accept his proposal. You are under no obligation, where ladies, although it is almost an imperative to seek out a husband, you are under no obligation to accept the proposal. Even though marriages are sometimes prearranged, you will not. They are very rarely forced. But yes, Mr. Potterton, yes, formally ask permission of your father if he may propose marriage or engagement to Emma Wentworth.
Yay.
We only have to survive 2 weeks.
Okay.
I hope nothing bad happens.
I think I might retire, Emma, for some reason.
So
Happy.
you return to the Astor estate. It is probably late in the evening, probably about 10 o'clock. But what about Mr. Bennet and Reverend Jennings? You also receive this letter that seemed a little concerning, if not necessarily seeming massively urgent at the same time. I don't know if you want to reiterate what it says in the letter, Miss Radcliffe.
It's trusting me to remember exactly what I said.
Help! Stop!
Yeah, help!
help,
Exclamation mark!
stop.
Exclamation mark!
Fire! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Fire!
Screen emoji.
Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
I believe it said something to the tune of there have been some very important developments at the hall that and please meet me at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
But also don't worry about it, it's fine.
So
If the
what
delivery
would?
boy,
Sorry.
yeah, if the delivery boy with the letter is still here by my house, I will quickly write at the back of her letter and says, "I will be coming tomorrow."
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He will of course wait for a response. Yeah, if you want him to. And how about Mr. Bennett?
He's probably also gonna extend his promise to come tomorrow. Seeing as though they just left the estate, he thinks,
Okay.
I can't go back too quickly because then I'd look desperate. So he's gonna
Okay.
go home, settle the sheep thing, make sure his mum's okay, and then tomorrow we'll head back over to the
Okay.
Northlake estate.
Very well. Very well. Okay. So you so you spend the evening in your respective homes. Georgina, maybe ostracized, finds herself pushed to one side, maybe alone in her room, while mother and father sing Emma's praises. And just everyone is excited. The whole household is excited about the pending engagement.
I'm gonna put away all of my books about guns. I'm gonna destroy them. I'm just gonna lift them up as if I'm gonna throw them and then decide not to.
Just shove them all under the bed instead.
Yeah, just stroke the books instead.
You will love me, books.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think we'll move to the next morning. Or will we? So, Miss Radcliffe, can you make a listen roll, please?
Knock
Oh,
knock.
goodness gracious me.
It's back.
It's been this before.
Okay.
Ugh,
Right.
so
Fair enough.
close.
So the night passes seemingly without event.
You know what? That's fine. I don't need to hear anything else. Had enough.
Although when you descend to the dining room to take breakfast the next morning, Miss Radcliffe, at a probably about I don't know, just have o'clock in the morning. You find the Northlakes in a heated debate, or Mr. and Mrs.
Thought you were gonna
Northlake
say
in
dead
a
then.
heat. Yeah,
You
just
find them dead.
Guess
gutted,
what's for
hanging
breakfast?
from the mantelpiece. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Northlake in a heated debate discussion, and you quickly learn that there was another, apparently another intruder, or at least someone broke into the house. But although nobody heard or saw an intruder, but when the servants woke the next morning, they found the door that had been repaired by one of the staff had been forced open again. But
Oh dear.
tellingly, this time it was forced open from the outside.
Poor guy
Some-
that mended it just sees it the next morning like, oh, for God's sake.
It's him doing it. He's just really needing work.
Please. Oh dear. I think I will probably stay out of that conversation. I don't want to get in the way of an argument between the master of the house but tuck that one away for when everybody arrives.
Okay. So an upshoot of a kind of consequence of this is Elizabeth's mother is particularly insistent that Elizabeth stays away from the servant corridor and from the old long corridor, which, despite a normal defiance on this matter, Elizabeth actually relents on this, as she appears a little, obviously, understandably a little disturbed, perhaps a little scared by the fact that on 2 days in a row there has apparently been an intruder in the house. So, moving things forward a little bit, perhaps as the Northlakes are engaged in this and other matters, you are left to your own devices, and eventually later that morning, perhaps around 10 o'clock that morning, your friends arrive. The Wentworth sisters, followed by Mr. Bennet and the Reverend Jennings, arrive at Northlake House.
All right,
Or
Miss
Nettle
Radcliffe,
Hall. Sorry.
you were asking for urgent business, Mrs. Radcliffe.
Yes, you have missed much in less than a day. I don't even know where to start. Okay. So, as some of you will be aware, some of you will not, there was an attempted break-in the other night. Somebody or something got in. Nothing seems to have been stolen, but it happened again last night. And the corridor, I need to show you the corridor. And sort of start running off towards the outside entrance to the corridor.
Okay. Right. So, is everybody following Miss Radcliffe?
Yep.
It's very exciting.
Miss Radcliffe, can you give us a sanity roll? Not to see if you suffer any sanity loss as such, but see if you manage to maintain your composure, if you like. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. That's fine.
Very nearly no. Very nearly absolutely not.
So yeah, so you all follow Miss Radcliffe as she takes you around the back of the house and in through the rear door of the long corridor. Stepping inside, perhaps closing it shut behind you.
Notice the other doors smashed in if we're going past.
Oh yeah, so you'll see the servants, the door to the servants corridor. Some of the staff are repairing it, and they maybe look up briefly as you walk past and going through the other door into the long corridor. So as you're leading the others into the long corridor, Miss Radcliffe, what are you saying anything, doing anything?
Yeah, so as I'm running off, I'm like trying to explain, probably not doing the best job. But I know that I sound insane, I sound mad, but we've all seen enough mad things over the past few days that I'm hoping you can believe me. You'll believe me when you see it. The wall, the corridor stopped growing, and now the wall is broken. I don't know how to explain it. You can only see it at a certain angle, but there's something in there. I can't even possibly explain it. Just, let me show you. Try and get them to stand at the exact right angle.
Okay, so as you stay in this and you usher them into the long corridor, closing the door behind you, you turn to start to explain, and something has changed in the corridor has changed again.
Oh no.
So where before there was a section of the wall where if you had to stand at that particular angle to be able to see. Now, as soon as you step into the corridor, on the opposite wall from floor to ceiling is this faint but noticeable flickering, like almost like a light that's flickering on the wall. And you can see it's in like strips, like these vertical strips, but wide, and turning towards the opposite wall where you saw these like vertical slats. You can clearly see these vertical slats now, regardless of where you stand. They run from the floor to the ceiling, the full height of the wall. And you can, as you step closer, you can quite easily see through these gaps and you all look out, peering through these gaps. You look out onto this vista, this desolate plain of broken grey rocks, dust blowing across it, like mountains and crevasses stretching as far as you can see. These thick, heavy clouds, lightning rolling and across the clouds, striking the landscape. And you can all make a sanity roll.
Let's see.
Good luck, everyone.
Emma, no.
I think I used all my luck, to be honest.
You used it wooing a man.
Okay.
Pain.
Okay. So you all see, I mean, like I said, it's not when you stood straight on, you still have to stand a little bit, but you can see it's like I said, it's still like these vertical slats, but now whereas when you looked yesterday, Miss Radcliffe, they were kind of just like these narrow gaps. Now it's almost like they're fully opened, and everybody's like just peering through, and Emma's like peering through, and you lose 1d4 points of sanity, Emma Wentworth. And as Emma gives this cry of surprise and shock and disbelief, she kind of like she puts her hand up to steady herself, and she puts her hand up on one of the gaps, and her arm goes straight through, and she topples and falls straight through.
Oh.
And you can give me a dex or you can give me a dex roll. Emma
Oh,
Wentworth.
Can anyone
Oh.
grab her?
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fine. We're okay. We're okay.
Oh, you are dexterous. Well done.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm getting married.
Wait, I need to tell you about my engagement.
But yeah, so you see Emma. Yeah, so Emma falls through. What are you doing?
Can anyone make to grab her?
I will
No.
go and grab her. Oh no, we
No,
can't.
no.
Get me
No,
out!
no.
I don't want to be here.
Is that
Well-
the Reverend going in after to grab her?
If we look through, can we see her, like, on the other side?
So if you peer through, you can you can see below you. You can see her. She's kind of like laid, sprawled on the dirt, amongst the rocks and dust. You're not sure
feel
if
like
she's hurt, if
instinctively-
she's unconscious, or
Has she like fallen down? Is
yeah,
it
she's
Yeah.
like she's laid prone on the dirt.
I'd
Is it a-
probably instinctively go in.
Okay.
Don't go into the gates of
I'm just gonna
hell.
try and stop
Miss
her from
Winford.
going in.
My sister has to get married.
Give me a climb or a dex roll then.
Okay.
Georgiana Wentworth. Georgiana, rather.
I am not as dexterous. I'll give it a go. Oh shit.
Okay,
no.
so Georgiana, like, shouts out when she sees her sister fall through and scrambles through, squeezing through these gaps in this vertical blind. And as she tries to scramble through, you slip and fall, and you hit. You slip and fall. You hear a pain shriek.
God.
And you take a point of damage.
God. No.
As you squeeze through, it's like I say, it looks like slats, but as you squeeze through, the world seems to shift and twist, and you feel these the damage the cuts you take are not from the fall, but from these twisted, sharp, or impossibly twisted and sharp angles that seem to impossible angles as you push your way through this gap. It cuts into your dress, into your skin. And you take points of damage and you fall down into the dirt. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just like looking at this dimension door. I'm like maybe as a priest, I imagine this can't be. This is some Satanism that works here. Devilry works here.
Reverend, you can give me a. Sorry, go on.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Oh, wait.
you,
Right,
no,
right.
yeah.
Okay. James is gonna stick an arm through, but not
Okay.
his writing hand, his other hand, and he's just gonna like not look and just be like, grab my hand.
So
He
the
doesn't know who
two,
he's talking to, but
yeah. So you do this, and kind of they're too far below you.
pulls it back.
How
Well, that didn't
far
work.
is the drop?
It's not like a massive drop, but it's too far to reach down.
Someone get a rope or something.
Yeah.
Reverend, you can give me a spot hidden roll if you wish as well.
Ooh, okay, let's see. Come on, I
That
haven't
was
succeeded
good.
any rolls today. Come on. No.
You still won't succeed in most today.
Okay. What's Jane doing? What's Miss Radcliffe doing?
My immediate thought is to find something like a rope to try and drop down to them. Actually, if there's workmen repairing the corridor next door, could I see if they've got any sort of like ropes and tarps and things lying around while they're fixing it? I can just pinch.
Yeah, sure. Give us a look. Give me a look roll if you would.
Can you spend luck points on a luck roll?
You cannot.
didn't think so. Bugger. That's annoying.
Oh, the void.
Okay. Right. So, meanwhile, let me just get rid of these. Need to get rid
In the
of these
upside
photos.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, girls.
Will.
Quick, get some fairy lights. Wait, electricity doesn't exist. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna say, like
meanwhile,
loads of candles.
meanwhile, the Wentworth sisters. So I'll pull everybody there for.
Oh my bed. Okay.
Oh, that's so loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard anything. Is there something happening?
I also not hearing anything.
Okay, they've just fallen through to Cornwall. Don't worry.
Just the peaks of Dover. What you on about?
Okay.
Before they shine them up.
So you two, so Emma and Georgine, you pick yourselves up off the floor, and you find yourself stood on this like vast, at the edge of this vast plateau of like cracked and broken rock. There's crevasses and mountains that stretch as far as you can see in all directions. You can give me a spot hidden roll if you would.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
We've got this. We've got this.
Oh, it was a 20. Do it. We haven't got this.
Maybe it's better we don't see, okay? Maybe this is better.
Ignorance is bliss.
It will be quick.
So looking around, looking all around you, you can this plateau, this landscape stretches as far as you can see to the horizon. There appears to be no distinguishing features. It feels this sense of this being an ancient place that was once inhabited, but as long millennia ago has been abandoned, or whoever or whatever lived here was wiped out, left, gone.
Dinosaurs.
We see back to the corridor.
So looking back, you can see this kind of shimmering, like a doorway. It's a little bit above where you stood. We can see this, like it just looks like this square of shimmering light. But also
Mr. Bennett's hand.
a few, like I say, you can't see this desolate, bleak landscape. It's totally featureless, apart from two things: the doorway, this kind of square of light behind you, and a few hundred yards away from where you are stood, you can see a huge obelisk rising some 20, 30 feet up from the plateau, and in front of the obelisk is a black stone altar.
Found it.
I don't think we should be here, sister. I'm getting a terrible vibe from this place. This is impossible.
Really?
This is impossible.
You're getting a terrible vibe from the weird void that we've just stepped into.
Well, we've been in nicer gardens. That's what this must be, right?
I sliced myself on the void door. I don't understand what's happening. We need to get out? somehow?
Yes. Please, can you throw something down for us?
Reverend Bennett, I can
Do
see
we hear
you.
them? Do we hear them yelling at each other?
Yeah, so you can
Okay,
you
so
can yeah, you can just like it's kind of faint, but you can hear them, and you can, like I say, you can see them.
Okay. Are you all right down there in hell?
What?
No!
Are you
We can see the
Don't
old
worry, we're getting something to pull you up. Go get some bed sheets or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but Miss Radcliffe was going off to get some ropes, I think, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so I probably miss Redcliffe returns at that point with
Nothing.
with nothing.
Where's the rope, Miss Radcliffe? We need you to save Mrs.
they didn't have anything we could use. I can't exactly go and drip the bedding in the middle of the day.
Don't they have spare bedding though, like in a drawer somewhere? Like bed
Can't
sheet?
you ask? Can't you ask the butler or servants for a rope? Like you are the guest of the house. You may...
They want to build a fort or something. I don't know, but whatever women do.
That is a romantic book, Mr. Bennett. That's not like a Cinderella. No, not Cinderella. I don't know.
Okay, let's go the other way, further into the house. And maybe if I go through the servants' corridor, because I assume that's where things like spare bedding and stuff would be kept around there.
Okay.
She says.
Should I go with you this time, Miss Radcliffe, just in case?
That would be very helpful.
Spot anything, Reverend? Say some Hail Marys or something. I don't know.
I'll take out my cross from my pocket. I will make an oath and go through this hell gate.
Okay.
Don't trap us in here.
Dios mío, to do something Latin.
Okay, so you're just standing in the corridor doing that, or are you kind of leaning through to do that, or what? How you...
Oh no, when I saw them touching it, they're going through. I'm not touching. I'm not touching it.
So it wasn't the act of
Hell
touching
no.
it. It wasn't the act of touching it. It was like you can push, you can go through it. It wasn't the act of
Well, they
touching
were
it.
not like pulled in, so they weren't like pulled in when they were touching.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't pulled in or anything. No, it was kind of just. It was a case of Emma kind of put a hand on a hand on it, and her arm went through, and so just all the balance went and fell through.
Okay. Like I'm gonna like lean my head in and see if they are all right down there. Like I can get a proper look.
Okay. So you can give me. Yeah, I'll let you give me another spot hidden if you would, Reverend.
Okay.
And I would say, as you were, you know, they've said as much. So Emma and Georgiana like mentioned this the altar, and looking out across as you lean in, looking out across this plain, you can see this obelisk. In fact, yeah, you can see this obelisk in the distance, this black altar beneath it.
Oh, you found a black altar here too. Splendid.
I don't think that's a good thing right now.
Don't you worry, the other two is getting some help. Don't you worry. I'm just gonna make sure nothing gets through here.
We want to get through here.
I mean, of course, the good Christians will go through. Don't you worry, but I don't want any devilry to come through.
Can you see anything else?
I'm looking. I don't see anything beside the obelisk and the altar. Do I see anything in the other directions besides?
You can if you want to lean in a little bit.
Okay. Oof, okay, I'll lean in a tiny bit more.
Okay, give me a dex roll.
Oh boy. Come on, please let me succeed.
We're gonna come back to an empty corridor.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no!
Okay, so yeah, the Reverend leans in, like kind of like leaning right in, and you misjudge it. Maybe you put your hand down thinking it's meaning to put it down on the floor of the hallway, and you don't. Your hand goes through, and you lose balance, and you topple straight in. And give us another dex roll.
Oh boy!
I spotted something else in here. It's a Reverend.
Oh, fine. Let's succeed or something.
Okay, so you manage. So yeah, you slip through and kind of like hit the ground hard and kind of wind yourself for a moment. But otherwise you're otherwise all right. Otherwise fine.
Oh
yeah.
no! I'm in hell now. No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what did Dante's Inferno say about going through hells? What did he say again?
That it builds character?
But no, we are in grave danger. We need to get out of here right now. If the
Well,
Bible
now we
is...
need to get out now that you're in here with us.
Yeah,
We've been saying that.
don't you worry. The other two will get some help with a rope. Maybe the servant of the estate can get some rope. Hopefully.
Give us a power roll, all of you, the three of you, if you would.
Oh boy.
And Mr. Bennett and Miss Radcliffe, the person with the lowest luck roll can give me a luck roll.
I have 53.
I have 48.
We're just gonna
Okay,
all be trapped.
so it's Miss Radcliffe then. Give the luck roll.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Sorry, guys.
yeah, so you probably do find something, but it takes you long. It takes you longer. Meanwhile, so while the Reverend and Emma, you were like you kind of talking back. We gotta get out, and you fail to notice that like Georgiana has kind of stopped engaging, stopped talking to you, and it's not until she's some distance away that you realize that she has started walking towards this altar.
Miss Georgiana went through. Do not go towards that hellish lucky obelisk. I'm running after her.
Okay. What's Emma doing?
It's kind of hard to see the shimmery thing, like if we moved away from this angle, like the doorway back.
Oh no, you can see it clearly. You can clearly see it clearly from this side. It's just like a white glowing square just in midair.
Okay, so I don't need to like mark where this is.
No, it's
Okay,
easily,
cool.
it's easily, yeah, you can see it quite clearly.
Then I'm going after my sister. What
Okay.
are you doing, Georgiana?
Okay, so you finally catch up with Georgiana. You can all make it, apart from Georgiana, you can Reverend and Emma, you can make another spot hidden roll, or as you chase after her. Okay. Right, so you finally catch up to her as she comes up to this altar at the foot of this obelisk. So this obelisk, as you're getting close to this obelisk, you can see it's like this thing is like 20, 30 feet tall. It's appears to be just a single slab of carved rock. And the same dismal grey rock of the surroundings, and across its surface are hundreds of crude carvings depicting weird creatures, monsters, and humanoid shapes with strange features. All of them appear to be suffering, writhing in agony as they are consumed by these other monstrous creatures. And as you catch up with Georgiana, and Georgiana, you kind of come to your senses. You kind of like almost wonder where you are, and you're stood at the foot of this obelisk, and there's this plain black stone altar. Various runes, faded with unspeakable age, surround the altar's edges, completely unreadable and too worn to make any form of any vague attempt at translation. But there are also other things carved onto the surface of this altar, roughly carved in. It's like if somebody's like hacked into them, maybe with a knife or a chisel. Quite crude at the side of these more intricate faded carvings. And these are like cut into the top of the altar, and this is what you see on the top of the altar